Oh, there we go. Now it looks big. Woo! We got a thumbs up already, despite the fact there's no humans in here. Do the orange. Let's do the Orange Cassidy thumbs up. Bart Plays, hello, weird person. First, actually you're second, but it's still pretty good. Peach VR, hey, Ryan Nodal, I believe. Megan Pevich, hello, everybody. Hello from Japan? All the way from Japan. Never been to Japan. Oh my gosh. I just checked into this hotel in probably less than 20 minutes. Tennessee Matt, how are you doing, buddy? I haven't seen you in a while. Checked in this room probably less than 20 minutes ago. I charged in here. I took a shower because I felt gross from being in my car all day and wearing sunscreen. Ugh. I don't know what I hate more, getting sunburned or getting sunscreened. So scrubbed all it off. I looked down the shower. The water looks like I just washed a dirty dog in it, but apparently it came off my body. That's and now I ran out here, dried off, threw some clothes on, and flicked on this live stream. And here I am. Foxy asked me, I Wolf Number supposed to open in late 2021. Do I have any plans? I don't know. I'm gonna have to see when they open. I would really like to get out there right when it opens. So we'll see. I have family in Colorado, so we can make that work. Ryan, no one else has enjoyed your latest video at those boardwalks. Yeah, I love the old school boardwalks, the old school boardwalk amusement parks. Victoria Stewart says, where did the hiss gag come from? Basically, it came from me being really tired. I got up really early in the morning, drove all the way to Cave City, probably about a 4 or 5 hour drive from where I lived, and I filmed the abandoned Fun Town Mountain video, which is my most viewed video on this channel. And I was worn out, but I didn't want to give up because, you know, whenever I travel, I try to film as much as I can. So I went across the street to Dinosaur World in Cave City, Kentucky, and I was just beat. I couldn't think of anything. Eli Smith says, my buddy is sorry for yelling at you at the Liggett sign. Wait a minute. How did that information get passed? That's funny. Well, I'm sorry. I thought you could walk down that pathway, but apparently it's restricted. Oh yeah, so anyways, that Dinosaur World, I'm filming, I'm so tired, I just can't think of anything to say, so I just start making dinosaur noises, just start making the dinosaurs hiss, which apparently in my mind, a dinosaur hisses like an angry cat. Brian Lovers, have you seen the Ark of the Counter's adding a new attraction, Tower Valley? Yeah, I think it's gonna be a few years. If the Trolls is on the road again, I feel like I never get off the road. Fox, I have rode the Kaleidoscape ride in Elitch Gardens. Elitch Gardens just banned, I've never seen an amusement park do this before. They literally banned people under the age of 18 from being there unsupervised. So you have to be 18 or older or have a 21-year-old with you. Epic Oxygen, you've been to Jim Thorpe in Pennsylvania. Jim Thorpe, doesn't that have like some weird story behind it? Didn't they name a town Jim Thorpe, like, to try to get famous? Because there was some famous guy named Jim Thorpe, or am I thinking of something else? I'm so tired. Never seen anything with the Bell Witch. No, the Bell Witch, they don't let you film in the cave. Eli Smith, I was with him in the pickup truck. Well, thank you. That's funny. Word spreads. You could be out in a field in Kansas, and word spreads. Okay, so Jim Thorpe is an Olympian. Oh, that's right. Okay, Ryan's saying that Jim Thorpe was buried. He's buried there, but he's never been there. Yeah, I guess they buried him there as like a tourist thing because they wanted people to come and see his grave. It's a weird story. Collection collection fanatic. Thank you for the super chat. Will you be heading to the Creation Museum soon? I don't know. I didn't go to the Creation Museum last time. I do have a video there. I don't know that they've changed that much at the Creation Museum. They may have. I don't know. It's been years since Calypso's Horde says, if you passed away tomorrow, what would you want one thing people to say about you, Jacob, or be remembered for? I mean, I hope that this channel is my legacy. I don't know. You know, I don't know if YouTube will vanish someday or how if these videos could be preserved in some way, but I'd really, I like for my grandchildren to be able to watch these videos someday. I think that would be rewarding. Gavin Lawson said, do you want to do some Molly with me and go to a rave? No. No. Sorry. Do any state fairs? I want to do some state fairs. But state fairs are hard because they kind of have them all around the same period of time. But I don't know. That's been one of my goals, to do a series. I don't know if there's 50 state fairs. I don't think there is. But do all the state fairs. Maybe make a list. Take a pen and write down a list of all the state fairs and then go to them. And so far I've done 2. I've done the North Carolina State Fair. I've done the Kentucky State Fair. Alicia Carter says Texas State Fair is best. That's what I've heard. I do want to go to the Texas State Fair because I hear it's one of the best. Calypso's Horde says, what is one famous dark ride you haven't done yet but you wanted to? There's a lot. Okay, there's a lot in the New York area and Northeast area that I'd like to do. Now, Haunted Mansion is certainly, you know, the model of what a dark ride, you know, almost the pinnacle of what a dark ride can be. Sheila Clemens says, you've been to Gulf Shores, Alabama. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. Have I been to Gulf Shores? I've been to... Oh, where's that amusement park? Owa amusement park. That's not... I think that's near Gulf Shores, maybe? I don't think I've been. Right, I have ridden Rehoboth Beach Shark Ride. It's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, maybe someday. Maybe someday I'll have to go to other countries. I don't know. I don't know if the rest of the world's ready for the Carpetbagger. Calypso's Hordes. I noticed you haven't done some of the bigger venues when you review, like Disney or Universal. I do Disney. I do the big theme parks sometimes. I've been to Disney. I've been to Universal. One reason I don't do them more is I just feel like a lot of people vlog them, so I don't mind going there and showing my experiences, but I think a lot of people do a pretty thorough job of showing those parks a lot of times. Sometimes I feel like, what do I have to add to those theme parks? So sometimes I try to do the parks that other people don't do as much, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? What do I do with my smashed pennies? I lose them before I get home, pretty much. How many people do we got in here? 280 people. Johnny A5ers would love to see the smaller parks. I love to see the smaller parks too. Kristen Meadows, thank you for the super chat. Says, hey you all, Carpetbagger coming to you live from the blank. More specifically, the blank. Even more specifically than that, I am at the blank. Thomas Thomason says, hide your Motorama machines, Europe. Yeah, I don't think there is any. I think they're only in America. Whiskey with Cryptids is America's Snallygaster Museum. Definitely want to check out the Snallygaster Museum. I think that's in Maryland. They also opened up a mermaid museum in Maryland that I missed while I was there because I didn't know it existed. Have I been to the Texas? Have I been to the snake farm in Texas? Yes, I have. Oh, people are saying strange things. Oh, that reminds me of something. Hold on. Oh, why do you people make me do this? What room am I in? I forgot. All right. Don't mind me. Just gotta check something really quick. XD versus do Dollywood, please. I have done Dollywood. I'm not saying I won't do Dollywood again, but I have a lot of videos from Dollywood. All right. Someone asked what my wife said when I brought Joe Dirt home. I think a healthy relationship is one where you don't feel like you have to ask permission. If my wife brought something that she liked home and she spent her own money on it and it made her happy, then I wouldn't care what she brought home. And I don't want to speak for her, but I think the same applies both ways. You always want to be like equal partners in a marriage. You never want to feel like one person has to ask the other for permission. At least that's what I think. Some of you may believe that marriage is about asking for permission. Yes, I'm turning on slow mode. I'm sorry. I love all the comments, but gotta give everyone a chance. So they will turn on. So, comments cannot be rapid fired. Colin Kennelly says Kings Island or Cedar Point. I'd go with Cedar Point. Again, I'm not the biggest roller coaster guy, but I really like Boneville, and I really like what is the other thing I like? Oh, the new ride, the Snake River Expedition. No Names says, have I done any Renaissance fairs? I did the North Carolina Renaissance Fair. Now the pandemic is over, hopefully I'll be doing some more. Melissa Winstead, thank you for the super chat. Hi Jacob, how have you been? Are you having a nice summer? Love your videos, keep the good work. I've been traveling like crazy. I feel like I've been traveling. I think this road trip I'm on now, because I'm doing a trip. I'm on a trip, and I am combining this trip with 2 separate family reunions. So when all is said and done, I'm combining work with visiting family. But when all is said and done, I think this will be the longest I've ever been on the road without being home. Dennis Ball shows says, love Boneville, never been, just seen videos. Hey Dennis, looks like you got a new icon. Splat Babylon, thank you for the super chat. Just love the Key West vids. Any plans to go back to Indiana Beach this season? No spoilers, but I think you'll be happy with a video within the next couple days. Dingo Star says I should do a vlog at Carowinds. Ryan Odell, I am familiar with Harlem, Georgia, but I've never been there. Yeah, I know I've heard about the Laurel and Hardy Museum, but I've never been there. Stephanie says, would you ever do cryptid road trips, like to go, or certain types of cryptids spotted? I definitely, I do, I'm fascinated with cryptids. I tend to do like the cultural aspect of cryptids more often. No, I've only been on one cryptid hunt, and I never released the video. Nomadic Fanatic, how are you doing, buddy? He says, hey, Jacob, any plans for Disney's 50th? I booked the campground for October. I guess the 50th, it's the 50th anniversary of Disney World. Tyler Jackson said, I heard Beauregard the Bear was removed last weekend. Oh my God, this is the first time hearing of this. Has anyone else heard of this? Where did you hear that? Tell me where you heard that. Zoe Alexandria, I'm gonna cry. Zoe Alexandria, thank you for the super chat. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. Bonnie Wilkins says, I've been writing the Haunted House at Ocean City, Maryland for 49 years. That's awesome. Where do we hear about Beauregard? Beauregard, the big sad bear. Why would they remove him? Maybe this is just a prank. Maybe someone's spreading terrible rumors. Ebola's favorite Bill Tracy dark rides. Definitely love the Wacky Shack at Waldemere. It's the most it's the most authentic, most close to the original. The haunted house in Ocean City is really long. It's like a 5-minute long dark ride, which is really long for a dark ride. And what are the other Bill Tracy dark ride? There's the 2 Pirates Coves And then I think the one in Camden Park was originally Bill Tracy. And then you have the one in oh, what's that theme park? Lake Winnipesaukee has a Bill Tracy dark ride that they freaking just ruined. They just like painted over everything and removed all the props. Magical World of Sisters says to go to Yuma, Arizona. Tyler Jackson, I heard the Beauregard news from 3 different residents. I'm nowhere near Gatlinburg right now, so it's going to be a while since I get until I can get back there and check. Dang. It's getting to be a bummer when I find myself showing what's gone in Gatlinburg more often than I'm showing new stuff. How many tattoos do I have? I have this one, and then the big one right here. I think this just counts as one, right? I don't know. How do you... What makes a tattoo? Is that just one? Is that one tattoo, or is that a bunch of little tattoos stuck together? It was all done at the same time. What are the rules? What are the rules for tattoo counting? P1XEL8ED, thank you for the super chat. Hey there, highly recommend Spring Grove Cemetery in Ohio. One of the largest cemeteries in Ohio, in the U.S. That's some really interesting stuff. You guys like cemetery videos? I don't know. I've gotten some. So Toaster says if you get them all at the same time, it's one tattoo. So, okay. But it's a big one. I sat there for 8 hours. Not at once. I did 4 hours, then 4 hours to get all that done. I want to get more. I want to get more tattoos. I love getting them. It's like it's like oddly soothing. Jim says, has anyone seen the video of the dark ride with nothing in it? You just ride. There's a couple traveling dark rides that don't have anything in them. Bonnie Wilkins, thank you for the super chat. Stay safe on the roads there. People drive like crazy. I try to drive careful. You never know. You never know who's behind the other wheel. AJ Smartifice, thank you for the super chat. Says, hi, our kids enjoy your trips. More specifically, the giant potato in Idaho with the sweet cow. You ever heard of the Museum of Jurassic Technology in Culver City, California? I have. Now, the Museum of Jurassic Technology does not allow filming. No films. No videos. But it's one of my favorite places that I couldn't film at. Like, it is almost indescribable. I don't even know how to begin to describe Museum of Jurassic Technology. Ryan says, is the tattoo machine painful or do you get used to it? I didn't find it that painful at all. And it depends on where you get it on your body. The closer it is to any joint that bends, the more painful. So like the top parts here, like the top parts of Mothman's wings, that was the most painful because it was the closest to my shoulder. But it feels more just like a scratch than anything. It doesn't feel like a cut. I was really worried. I actually got really nervous the night before. I'm like, what am I doing? What am I doing? This is gonna hurt. I'm like, why did I pick such a giant? Why did I pick such a giant tattoo for my first tattoo. But then the first few little swipes she did, I'm like, okay. Not that bad. I can handle this. And it's really cool, like, when you're watching the tattoo, like, especially this one on my arm, you know, I just like had my hand out like that and just watched him do it. And it was just cool, like watching it be made, watching the artistry of it, watching it come into existence, almost like watching an old photo develop. Emily Faraday says, love getting tattooed and tattooing myself. I would never tattoo myself because I'm not good at drawing and it would probably look like garbage. And I don't know how to tattoo. That's important too. El Choya says, is the color in tattoo more money? I mean, it's all about like how much time it takes. And, you know, it's probably gonna take more time to do color. Greg Stevenson said, stop, no more tats, seriously stop. Someone seriously against tattoos for some reason. Don't want to tattoo myself to lizard band level. No, I'll stop. I'll stop before I get there. Did I lose the press pending? I'm not sure. I think I did. Unless it's at my house somewhere. Calypso's horses doesn't recognize the lizard with horns. That is a hodag. It's a mythical creature from northern Wisconsin. Me and LA Beast are live streaming now. I hate to compete with LA Beast. I'm definitely a fan. Should tattoo a pressed penny on. That's funny. I've heard of Quasi Amusement Park in Connecticut. No. Have I ever won a crane game? Once or twice. LA Beast is a YouTube content creator, also a holder of several Guinness World Records. He does a lot of competitive eating and tries to break world records. How many miles do I have at Equinox? I don't know. I'm trying to remember to upload. Maybe I'll take a Instagram picture. Kirsten Meadows says, what favorite place out there that isn't already a tourist attraction? I don't know. How do you define that as like not a tourist attraction? I've been some that aren't open to the public, like Captain Steve's Mermaid Grotto is really fun. Ryan, speaking of Liz Man, you should catch him and Shorty Dangerously at their traveling freak show. I would love to. I didn't know they had a traveling freak show. Basement Hunter says, do more dark rides behind the scene. I would love to. That was, you know, those were just two opportunities that came up. Randy from Wacky Shack contacted me, and then the PR department from Knoebels. Man, I love Knoebels. John Gallagher says, how do you feel not wearing a mask anymore? I feel relieved not wearing a mask anymore. I especially in these hot temperatures. It's a relief to not have to wear a mask. Doug Lovin says, do you get excited your family wants to go on vacation, or you like blah? I like, I do appreciate more just staying at home a lot of times. But, I definitely like to enjoy things with my wife. She doesn't get to travel as much, so try to do like more relaxing things when I go on. Germ says, surprised you missed out on filming Wildwood. It's just a matter of, can't film everything. I filmed there once before. They were a little like weird and grumpy about filming on rides, so I don't know. But let me know if you have better luck, Germ, with filming on the rides, or if they shut you down. I wanted to see, they have a haunted house that has like a really cool exterior. R.I.P. Charlie Robinson. Who's Charlie Robinson? Night Court. Heather C., thank you for the super chat. So I was shocked and delighted to see your video about the Wacky Shack and Pirates Cove. Hope you had time to visit Presque Island Sarah's restaurant. I've not heard of those two things. No, I admit sometimes I'm in a rush. I'm in a rush sometimes, so much between attractions. Sometimes I miss stuff. Sometimes I don't take in everything there is to take in an area. Maybe I need to learn to slow down a little more. Andrew Lawson says, how do I cancel my postcard? You got to go through, just go into Patreon and cancel through there. Shorty Dangerous. Okay, I got to see what their traveling freak show is all about. Jake Barnes says, what is the craziest story about a Carpetbagger groupie? Yeah, I don't think there's such thing as a Carpetbagger groupie. Metal Music Maniacs, that should film remaining buildings along Route 66. I did Route 66 a few years back. I don't know. At some point, maybe it may be time to revisit Route 66. Sergio Santoro, thank you for the super chat. It says ARS 10. I don't know what type of money that is. Andrew also says, feel bad for canceling. I don't feel bad for canceling. Never expected, always appreciated. Joe Muhammad says, thank you for putting me in the video. Oh, you're welcome. Jamie De La Rosa, thank you for the super chat. Love the Bears. Is too bad there's no Devil Museum. I think there might be a Devil Museum in Canada. Basement Hunter says, keep watching the Rickshaw Carnival Dark Ride. That thing is awesome. That's one. That video is so weird. I don't know what the heck I stumbled upon there. A little bit of a headache. I'm gonna go take some Tylenol really quick for my brain. Joe Mouse has been watching for over 3 years now. Well, thank you. Jamie Della Rosa asked how to get a postcard. Go over to my Patreon page. There should be a link in the description of any video, possibly this video. And you can look at the different tiers and sign up from there. Caleb Quinn says, did I animate my new intro, or did someone do it for me? It was done by my friend Creaties. Gavin Smith, thank you for the super chat. You might want to explore this place called the Haunted House Restaurant in Cleveland Heights. I saw that. Someone sent me a link. And thank you for the super chat, by the way. Oh. Should go back to Canada, wax museums. Canada's still closed. I checked just the other day. No Americans allowed in Canada right now unless you are an essential worker. And I doubt that they consider me an essential worker. They'll be like, the taser guy's back, and he's saying he's an essential worker. Let's ban him from Canada forever. Doug Lovin says, if someone just clicks on one of your videos without watching the full video, does it count as a view? I don't really know. And honestly, just, don't worry about it that way. Just watch if you want to watch. Don't watch if you don't want to watch. Someone said I need to visit the graves of celebrities. Why? What should I do at celebrity graves? Calypso's Horde says, fun fact, I was in one of those Halloween Horror Night house videos you posted. Jump scared you with compressed air, and my buddy was like, hey, Carpetbagger's here. Yeah, hopefully get back to Halloween Horror Nights this year. I want to go back to Hollywood and go to the Hollywood Horror Nights, Hollywood Universal Studios, Hollywood Halloween Horror Nights. Sometimes saying words is difficult. Sometimes I talk too much and I get sick of my own voice. Joe Mama says, I never thought I'd see you in person, but I'm in a video. Yours, yeah. Happy to have you aboard. One point of mentioning going on a trip with Stitches, whatever that. That kind of got derailed because of COVID. Random travel videos. Thank you for the super chat. It says, do you ever eat the Amish buffet in Lancaster, Pennsylvania? No, I didn't. I need to include more food in these videos because I'm rushing so much. See, I'm away from home, so I try to film as much as I can. So I try to go from attraction. Every content every content creator here on YouTube has their own way of doing things. And mine is to film like a maniac while on the road. Ryan Note also says, I like the great visit of local folklore, like the man who travels with goats. Yes, the goat man, Ches McCartney. Mountain Tom Clark. It was buried under the road. And the man who killed 99 bears. I think I used the 99 problems joke in that video. I had to have. Do I like big roller coasters? No. Really, I'd be fine if I never rode another roller coaster again. Daniel Tickle, thank you for the super chat. Says Bogard lives as of last week. Oh, it's good to hear. Diz Jake says, hey Jake, no postcards this month. I've not sent out the postcards yet for July. Send them out as soon as I get home. Daniel Flynn, I've never heard of Quasi Amusement Park in Middlefield, Connecticut. Should we visit new Super Nintendo World once COVID's over? Where's that at? Keith from Cleveland says Dark Ride called Dark Ride was very well done. Yeah, I really enjoyed that one. Joe Mama says on Thursday, Spirit Halloween is releasing their stuff on YouTube. I'll have to. I like to go in the store and see it myself, so probably won't spoil it for myself. If I was seeing it online, I'll probably go find a store when they open and check that out. When do the physical Spirit stores start opening up? Gavin Lawson, thank you for the super chat. Says, can I buy some of your bath water? Oh, that's weird. That's pretty weird. Do I believe in conspiracy theories? No. Conspiracy theories used to be fun. And then people ruined them by making them not fun. Ashlyn Cooper, thank you for the super chat. Hopefully you guys don't mind me using this Gatorade bottle to prop my head up. Don VK says, we love Carpetbagger, your straw hats in the car. Usually leave the hat on my dashboard when I'm not filming. Chelsea Saraja says conspiracy theories are totally ruined. Yeah, when you have people believing conspiracy theories that lead to people really getting hurt and killed in real life, it stops being fun. Nightmares and Terrors Theater, thank you for the super chat. Says, would you ever be on a podcast? I've been on podcasts before. I don't know. It's hard to schedule stuff like that just with my chaotic schedule. It's just hard to come to figure out. Tiffany Watt, thank you for the super chat. I have been to Zach Bagans' Haunted Museum. What do I think of Knott's Berry Farm? I love Knott's Berry Farm. Where am I now? I'm in my hotel room after a long day of traveling. Ryan, I know the Spider-Man animatronic at Disney California Adventures that jumps in the air. I don't know anything about that. I really have been out of the loop as far as the Disney parks and what's going on there. I used to always keep up with the news and stuff like that, but I don't know. I like seeing it more when I go there myself. Daniel Flynn said, worst hotel experience. One time I got into a hotel room and the toilet was clogged with someone else's turds, and I went down, I told the front desk, and they gave me a toilet plunger and told me that I could plunge it. She said that she couldn't leave the front desk, so I had to plunge a stranger's turds. That doesn't seem right. I'm paying for a hotel room and I have to plunge a stranger's turds. There shouldn't even be turds in there. Thomas Chappelle, thank you for the super chat. Catherine Simpson, thank you for the super chat. A little peach or a little pear waving, saying what's going on. Did I ask for other room? Yeah, she said there was no other rooms. She couldn't leave the front desk. And the only solution was me plunging a stranger's turds. Mark Draskevich, thanks you for the super chat. It says, well, it's only 109 days, 4 hours, and 12 minutes to Halloween. Sarah Smith, thank you for the super chat. Do you have a job on the side of YouTube, or do you do YouTube full-time, and do you ever experience burnout? I do full-time. I do YouTube full-time. This is my job. I mean, I think with any job, sometimes you get a little worn out doing it, but it's the best job I've ever had. It's allowed me to travel all over the country, see wonderful things, and have wonderful experiences. I mean, it is work. It does get stressful. You know, I gotta keep making videos or I don't get paid, but I'd much rather be doing this than my last job. Am I ever gonna film a full-length film? Probably not. Ed Gordon says, well, number 2 worst hotel when someone was laying in the bed. That probably does rank up there. You put it like that. But see, at that, when I said there's someone in my bed, they gave me a new room. They didn't like say, sorry, there's no other rooms. I can't leave the desk. Here's a gun. Go kill them. I wish you heaven, NPG. Thank you for the super chat. Says, can you say hi to my son? He's beside me. Lachlan, we live in South Carolina. Well, hello, Lachlan. I hope I'm saying that right. In South Carolina. ATM, thanks for the super chat. Ever heard of Rainbow's End theme park in New Zealand? I have not. I'm not very well versed on international theme parks. Maybe someday. Paul Hoffman says, have you ever had to sleep in your car due to not being able to get a room? I tried sleeping in my car very early on. It did not go over well. Joe Mama says, my grandpa used Auto City is getting his knee done and showed him in your videos and he watches you. Can you please say a prayer for him, please? Well, definitely. Hopefully your grandfather, I wish your grandfather well in his recovery. Would I do a North Korea guided trip? No, I don't want to go to North Korea. It's a scary place. Stephen Huff says, you ever been to Playlist or any other conventions for content creators? No, I've never done anything like a convention that's specifically for like YouTube creators or anything like that. Anthony Rubino says, do you smoke weed at all before your riders get the full experience? No, I don't. I don't smoke anything. T from Cleveland says 1,000 cameras scanning for content. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Like, I would say that I have like any sort of dedicated or profound love for the act of vlogging in and of itself. The act of, I like creating YouTube videos because I like to share all these cool things. I'm a fan of traveling. I'm a fan of seeing these cool places. I'm not really in love or married to the vlogging format. And if you described me as a vlogger, I mean, I couldn't argue with you. I couldn't say that's not what I am. But, yeah, I don't have like a particular interest in the art of vlogging itself. Like, that's, like, put it in the sense of like someone who directs movies. Like, I think there's certain directors who love just the art of making a movie. And I think there's other directors who maybe have passions about the certain stories they tell. They want to tell those stories. I would put myself in the second category there, if that makes sense. Melissa Wynn said, my worst hotel experience is when my mom and I almost got robbed in the hotel parking lot. That's horrible. Robert P. says, have you ever thought about touring Civil War Battlefield? The thing about Civil War Battlefield is, it's a field. So Battlefields are fields, so a lot of times there isn't things to show. And military history can be pretty dry sometimes. ATM, thank you for the super chat. Says Chile's premier amusement park is called Fantasyland, and Argentina's is Park of the Coast. Yeah, maybe come a time where I start researching theme parks in other countries. Would I accept the position of theme park GM if the chance? No way in heck. There's nothing that sounds enjoyable about running a theme park. Anthony Rubino says, would you like to see an interactive art exhibit like Meow Wolf on the East Coast in the future? Absolutely. I'd love to see Meow Wolf expand onto the East Coast. Sarah Smith, thank you for the super chat. Did you get recognized a lot in public, and how do you handle those situations? It's happening more and more. Usually, like, if I go to a place like a theme park, I usually get recognized. Chances are someone's gonna recognize me. So, you know, most people are polite, respectful. I've not had any problems with that. And, you know, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel good when people are familiar with my work. Makes me get to, you know, put a face to those people, you know, the people that are out there viewing these videos. Logan Matthews says, why don't you like compressed air? Well, it's scary. It's like sounds you can feel. Sound you can feel. Do I ever stage shots? I mean, I'm trying to think what that means exactly. Stage shots. I mean, usually I just film what I see. I think, yeah. I don't think I stage shots. Ryan asked if Morta Manor's the plans. Definitely would love to check out Morta Manor when I return to Florida. Floridia. What t-shirt am I wearing? We were wearing the Goatman of Popelik, Kentucky t-shirt. Brian G says, my father-in-law is in the episode you did, the Mold-Rama and his crazy fun house he lives in with 30 bathroom. Like, yeah, that's Eric. Oh, that was fun, going to Eric's house. Do I ever add props in my videos? No. It's pretty minimalist. Primetime Chris is broken back from drunk driver, covering well and catching up on your videos. I'm terribly sorry that that's happened to you. I wish you luck in your recovery. Will I ever revisit the burn abandoned yard sale? I mean, it was burnt to the ground the last time I saw it. I don't know what more there is to document. How did I meet Boogie? Through Adam. Ashley Hanko, thank you for the super chat. Has ever been to Bloomsburg Fair in Pennsylvania? No, I have not. AA says your bunker needs a ventriloquist. I do need a ventriloquist dummy. Amy Williams, thank you for the super chat. Hello, fellow North Carolinian. Keep up the good work. You're great. I remember when you were in the 10,000 plus subscriber group. Well, thank you for sticking with me. It's been a long road, hasn't it? Love the bearded says don't go to Burning Man. Why not? It looks kind of fun. It's not a headache. The hot sun gives me a headache. I think my eyes are getting more sensitive to like the sun. Oof. Primetime Chris, is any thrift store purchase you regret not making while traveling? No, that's one thing I should do. I should stop at more thrift shops when I'm traveling. Melissa Winstead said I had a blood vessel pop in my eye. That sounds horrible. I did hear about Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. It was in the first WrestleMania main event. John from Exploration Unknown. How are you doing, buddy? The entire Heyman family is gone? No. No. Haku's still alive, isn't he? Haku. I'm trying to think who's in the Heyman family. Arn Anderson still alive. Tully Blanchard's alive. Yeah, there's lots of members of the Heyman family that are alive. Scared me there. I thought a whole bunch of people died. Lisa Mack says, have you been to Myrtle Beach Safari? Thank you for the super chat. Are you talking about Doc Antles, like with the tigers? Sonny Richards says, next time we go to Jersey, check out the Ghost Ship walkthrough. I don't know if they allow filming. That's one thing you always wonder with haunted houses. And sometimes these haunted houses are like really hard to get in touch with someone, you know? There's like permanent haunted houses. Going Mock, thank you for the super chat. Do you plan on doing a visit of the Bell Witch Cave? No, because they don't allow filming. I don't know why you can't film in a cave, but you can't. Colin Eliezer Magic says Harry Evanswood is my greatest friend and magic mentor. I've been to his first house museum, seen his new house since he first moved in about 4 years ago. Yes, Harry Evanswood is a wonder. There's an attraction that he has opened in near Pigeon Forge is amazing. I definitely recommend everyone checking it out when you're in the Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge area. Joe Mama says, "What is your favorite spirit prop that you saw?" Remember last year, the big prop last year was the what was it, the soul sucker, the guy that was like, oh, like it had like a thing where he like actually sucked in like fog from like a child's mouth, like he was sucking the soul out. That was pretty cool. We splurge and just buy myself a prop to jump scare myself with. Drake Arnold says, "You heard the band that is replacing Aerosmith on the Rock and Roller Coaster?" No, who is it? Who's replacing Aerosmith? Prudencio Gomez Vasquez, you have returned to George S. Eccles Dinosaur Park in Ogden, Utah. The museum has a new complete skeleton of a Majwangasaurus. Oh. I don't know when I'll be back in Utah. Opinions on the Home Depot skeleton. He's pretty cool. He's big. He has creepy eyes. I know that was wildly popular last year. Harry Joy asked me if I ever use Uncle Shan machines. Yeah, I've seen them. Or you squeeze Uncle Sam's hand. Sarah Smith, thank you for the super chat. Asked if I've been to the Mansfield Reformatory. No, I never have. Never made it. I've been over there, but I've never managed to take the tour. Waverly Hills Sanatorium. I think that's the one in Louisville, and I think they've like gutted it. Weezer will replace Aerosmith? That's not possibly true. What flavor Gatorade this was? Lemon lime. Any plans on visiting Gettysburg? I don't know when I'll be back to Gettysburg. Have you ever been to Pittock Mansion in Portland, Oregon? Asked Skylar Graff. Well, thank you for the super chat. I've not heard of Pittock Mansion. I think Weezer roller coaster would actually be really cool. Can't help my feelings out of my mind. Have you ever met any rude people out and about? Of course. There's rude people all over the place. Just gotta try. You can't control what other people do or say. You can only control what you do and or say? Andrew Lindsay says, do you hope they bring back the World of Illusion in Gatlinburg? Probably not ever coming back. Joe Mom, I don't know if the Harvester Soul is my favorite. I'm trying to think what they had last year. It'll be interesting to see what they come up with this year. Melissa Tompkins, thank you for the super chat. Is a big fan of you. What's your favorite dessert? Favorite dessert? Huh. I don't know. I had some cookies from Subway today that were really good. Am I sleeping all right? Yeah, I probably sleep better when I'm on the road because I get more worn out, you get more tired. Sometimes, like, if you stay home, you just don't do anything, then you end up not getting tired enough. Gotta stay active. Olivia Buff, any hints on where to next? Well, I've been traveling, I've been filming this week, and I've been filming a lot in a state that I've barely filmed in before. Jack Vegetable says Subway always have soft napkins. I'm not even sure what that means. Sam I am. Thank you for the super chat. It's an honest question. How do you afford daily hotels? Traveling is expensive. That's just it. I have to travel to make a living, but there's a lot of cost that comes with that. Paying for hotels and gas is, a lot of money. Opinion on gorillas turning 20, says John. Oh my gosh, is that real? I remember when Gorillaz came out. Gorillaz the band is 20 years old? Excuse me while I die of old age. Jeez. J Rams should cover California more. So much here. Yes, you're absolutely right. I should. Mainly that's because of COVID. Toaster 003 says, I could have sworn they were talking about Gorillaz the Animal and said, I remember when Gorillaz came out. I'm not that old. I don't remember when Gorillaz the Animal came out. Ooh, I look just like Buddy Holly. Oh, and you're married Tyler Moore. I don't know what they say about us anyway. I don't care about that. So. Say it ain't so. Oh, your love is a heartbreaker. Say it ain't so. Whoa, my love is a life taker. Ooh. I ain't happy. I'm feeling like I got sunshine in a bag. My favorite Gorilla song is probably the Clint Eastwood, the first song they came out with. John Fowler's Any Chance We'll Cover Raven's Grin in Mount Carroll, Illinois. I've never been there. I just recently was made aware of it. I don't know if they're open. Timothy Demers. Am I saying your last name right? I don't know if I've ever said it out loud. But Timothy, one of my favorite people. How are you doing, buddy? Say it ain't so. Remember when I saw that road that was on fire? Jail? Are you talking about Centralia? Didn't remember seeing a flaming road, but I think you might be talking about Centralia. Am I a fan of the Beatles? I don't really listen to the Beatles. Definitely respect their contributions and what they've done. I mean, I'm not one of these people that are gonna like, oh, the Beatles aren't good. I think the Beatles, like, were innovators, and I think things have gone a lot further since when the Beatles first came out. Joe Mama says I know all the lyrics to Clint Eastwood. I think I used to. But it's been 20 years. Lisa Mack, thank you for the super. You like the band Stained? I remember Stained vaguely. Was it like I'm on the outside, I'm looking in. Is that Stained? As I play my Gatorade? Ever listen to ska music? Oh, there was what's that? No Doubt. Sorry, I'm not home right now. I'm walking in a spider web. Leave a message and I'll call you back. I thought I saw Gwen Stefani first time in that video, and I was like, I was a kid, but I thought she was attractive. I'm like, I'm in love with that lady, whatever her name is. Toaster said, I know that song from my dad's iPod. Of course. What do you guys say on the Gatorade? Mother. not about to see a light. And if you wanna find hell with me, I can show you what it's like. That song's about Tipper Gore, you know? It ain't me, babe. No, 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 it ain't me, babe. It ain't me you're looking for, babe. Sarah Smith says, you like the band The Smiths and Morrissey? Thank you for the super chat. I've never heard any songs by The Smiths or by Morrissey. Oh, yeah. I'm not the one who's so far away. Feel the snake bite enter my vein. Never did I so a few this way. Never did I want to be her. Every song just evolves into mumbling. So I know about 3 sentences of every song. Never did I feel so far away. Seal the snake bite enter my vein. Do I miss the White Stripes? I loved the White Stripes. White Stripes was my favorite band when they broke up. Actually, they stopped being good before they broke up, but I'm still sad. Dead leaves on the dirty ground when I know you're not around. Oh man, I forget these songs. I can't remember them. These songs I used to know every word to. Now it's gone. My brain is gone. They Might Be Giants. For a while when I was in high school, that's all I listened to was They Might Be Giants. I like Tenacious D too. Wonder Boy, what is the secret of your powers? Wonder Boy, don't you stay far away from the mucky muck. Young Nasty Man. Wonder Boy and Young Nasty Man. Am I going to Creepy Con? I'm gonna try. Zachary shows shiny parts and soda pops when I hear your lips make a sound. I'm gonna go listen to all these songs when I'm done here. I pull up my laptop and just listen to them all together, but you know, you can't listen to copyright music because YouTube is no fun. My eyes look okay. Austin Wright says, I feel like I'm watching a Chris About T-Shirts live stream. Well, I'm not dressed like Miss Piggy, so. Here, let me pull the camera up really close so you guys can hear me better. Seb says my eyes are beautiful. Well, thank you. If I ever want a different style of glasses, yeah, I used to wear wire frames when I was younger. Look at all that gray hair right there. Look at that. Going all gray. It's okay. It's cool. Gray hair is cool. I can't wear contacts because I have an overactive blink reflex. It's what my eye doctor told me. Ralph Wiley says, I live a stone's throw from Helheim Haunts in Wytheville, Virginia. On behalf of our community, we apologize. I liked Helheim Haunts. Did I? Surely I censored the last scene, right? Someone asked if I get laser eye surgery. I don't know. I've worn glasses so long I don't even remember. Worn glasses since I think 3rd grade. East Wind says I get that I wouldn't be me without my glasses. Yeah, I feel weird. I wouldn't feel like myself without my glasses. What color are my eyes? Can you see them? Love the beard. Says, have you ever spent the night in a haunted house? I'm not afraid of real ghosts. I'm only afraid of fake ghosts. Chewy chips, is there an attraction you're gut visiting? No, never regret visiting an attraction because even if it's not what you expected, you have an experience. No, it ain't me, babe. It ain't me you're looking for, babe. It ain't me, babe. No. John, yeah, John says, not afraid of real ghosts. Sounds like a challenge for me. Yeah, I challenge you, John. Let's find something that'll scare me, and I'll go sleep there, or fight a ghost, or whatever you have to do. Sarah Smith, thank you for the super chat. Says, what made you start your channel? And what was your very first destination? My first on location video was the last shot of the Civil War. So see, I do visit battlefields in Waynesville, North Carolina, the town I live in. It's kind of a test video, really. Gonna see if I could film in public, and I don't know. I started as a photographer, not professionally. I never made any money as a photographer, but it was my hobby, taking pictures of stuff I found interesting. And I had a blog, a photo blog, that didn't get a lot of traction. And then, while searching for locations, I kept stumbling upon videos by one Adam the Woo, and I later would meet Adam, and it would kind of help me find a new format, and that format was here on YouTube, and I haven't looked back since. Well, editing software, I use a program called Movavi. It's an inexpensive program. Have you ever had a headache, like just in your eyes? What do I need to do? I took some ibuprofen. My eyes still have a headache. And you know what I mean? Like, you have a headache, but it's just your eyes. I would say it's an eye ache, but that would sound stupid. Need to rest my eyes? Visine? I don't have any Visine. Put a cold rag on my eyes. That actually sounds good. Spray water on the back of my neck? Dehydration? Okay, I'm gonna go drink some. I'm gonna go drink some more water. I'll be right back. Oh, let me see. I got this cold bottle of water here. Maybe if I put the cold bottle of water on my eyes, actually does feel kind of good. So I can't really read the comments. Oh, that actually feels really good. Oh, okay. And then, all right. Will I stay the night at the Bacilla Axe Murder? I'd stay the night anywhere. Dead cold eyes like Adele's eyes. It's my favorite donut flavor. I like just like plain chocolate donuts. I don't like any too fancy. Sometimes I like a Boston cream. Yeah, this is a raspberry lemonade, Crystal Light. You can add it to a bottle of water and it'll make it taste like delicious raspberry lemon. I hate when it like all sticks together like a lump. That's gross. Make sure we get that lump nice and melted. What's the most uncomfortable place I've ever filmed at? Good question, but I don't know the answer to it. Does anyone remember a video where I may have been uncomfortable? Maybe that swimming pool wrestling? I don't know. Was I uncomfortable at HoloCon? Yeah, there was a part of HoloCon where like sexy ladies came out and started dancing, and it was I don't know what word I'm looking for, but it definitely was. Carolina Tony, how you doing, buddy? Says, "Why you still going?" Got the notification when I passed the Waynesville exit and Brevard now. Yeah, I've been on here about an hour and a half. Holy Town in Waterbury, Connecticut. Sharon Ann Stone says there was a person in your hotel room in Vegas and it was supposed to be vacant. Yes. Squad One Sports and so you've been to the Funeral Museum in Houston. Yeah, that's one of my most viewed videos. Is the Funeral Museum in Houston. Sam says you got chat on dark mode. Chat is on slow mode, so you can only make a comment every 60 seconds. I figure that's reasonable, right? Who's sitting behind me? Oh, that's just a haunted ghoul. But it ain't me, babe. No, 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 it ain't me, babe. It ain't me you're looking for. Some idiot gamer says, do you think animatronics are cool? Yeah, I love animatronics. Can't you tell? Fnord says, you seem a little uncomfy at Corpsewood. Corpsewood's genuinely creepy. Corpsewood's generally one of the most creep out places I've been. It's so isolated. Savannah Pearl says, do you listen to podcasts or music? Been listening to more podcasts, but I really would like to listen to more music. I think music is better for your soul than podcasts. But it ain't me, babe. No, no, no. It ain't me, babe. I think I could put a little less of the lemonade in here, maybe half. Caroline Tony, yeah, Guntown Mountain was purchased. Gonna be opening up again. Ever play Magic Arena? I do. Joe Mama says, what's my favorite haunted house that I've been to? I've been to a lot of haunted houses. Not counting dark rides. Oh, man. It's hard. Of course, I always have a soft spot for Arx Mortis in Killen, Alabama. That was one of the first proper haunted houses I ever did. The BBC Museum is like 30 minutes from Guntown Mountain. What is the BBC Museum? Creature Studios, is anything new in Ghost Hound in the Sky? Not really. It's been years and years and years since they've opened. There's been 2 failed opening attempts, 2 promised openings that were not fulfilled, and I'm just not holding my breath. I'm gonna wait and see what happens. Zachary Sherrill says, what's your opinion on dark rides with guns? I prefer when dark rides don't have guns. I like to be able to just take it in. I think guns turn it into something a little different. And I love Sally Corp. I think they make some great rides, and I understand why they do it. Because I think the shooting aspect, I think it, I think kids do enjoy, different people enjoy different things. I think a lot of young people like the shooting aspect, and they like to try to ride the ride multiple times and see if they can get a good score. Daniel Flynn says, don't visit Hartford, Connecticut. It's getting dangerous. I mean, I'm not really afraid of danger. I mean, there's nowhere that I just, like, won't go or anything like that. Fnord says the gun thing is a little distracting and dark rides. It just depends on what you want from a dark ride. If you want interaction, then the guns are good. But if you want more of a show, then the ungunned dark rides. Listen, I used to work in Child Protective Services. I'm not bragging here. This is true. I used to go in meth labs. I used to go in trailer parks in the middle of nowhere looking for people. I've met murderers. I've met drug dealers. I'm just not afraid of people. Do I ever feel out of place in the South? I feel out of place everywhere. The thing about feeling out of place everywhere is that simultaneously, you kind of feel in place everywhere, if that makes any sense. You hear a lot about bad neighborhoods or neighborhoods where there's a lot of crime. And clearly, that most neighborhoods where there's a lot of crime it's where there's a lot of poverty. It's where people are desperate, people struggling with addiction or mental health issues. They commit crimes because they're desperate. And most victims of crimes, most crimes that people commit are against people they know. So it's very rare to just be in a bad neighborhood or walking down the street and be the victim of street crime. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but it's pretty rare to just be randomly targeted for crime. JS says, I visited from Boston and drove from Florida to Charlotte with Pennsylvania plates. In certain areas, I was definitely not welcome. Well, maybe I'm just too dense to realize when I'm not welcome. Because maybe when I worked Child Protective Services, maybe I just got used to being not welcome. Carol's L. O'Progress says, if you can only experience one attraction over and over again, rest of your life, and it was between World of Illusion or Earthquake. I've always liked Earthquake a little better. Barrington Honesty says, did you like it at Smitty's? Would you go back? Yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the shows they had at Smitty's. Tossel, thank you for the super chat. It says, had a drug dealer living next door, was a nice guy. Used to mow his lawn barefoot, had one hand on the mower, other holding his phone. Police took him away. John Fowler says, do you travel, manage the YouTube channel full-time now? Yes, this has been full-time. I think it'll be 4 years in January. Monster Truck Museum in Butler, Indiana. Not heard of that. Drake Arnold says, have you ever listened to Let the Sin Begin by Psychosexual? No, I have not. Joe Mama says, speaking of the guns on the ride vehicles, what did you feel when the people at Kaleidoscape Meow Wolf Ride said the gun's not working? Yeah, the guns, I don't think in Kaleidoscape, the guns don't do anything. It's fine with me. I don't need the guns. No Name, thank you for the super chat. It's a funny story about Detroit. The Detroit police actually will not care if you run red lights on certain neighborhoods after certain hours of the evening. I mean, I don't think you should run red lights. Sean Bibb has any more videos with Boogie? Yeah, sure. I mean, I don't know anything planned, but I'm sure I'll see Boogie at some point. SG 2021, thank you for the super chat. You should visit the Alameda County Fair. What state is that? Forced Online, Doug Forces. 4 years since you quit your job, went full time. Been watching a long time. Yeah, seems like it was yesterday in some ways. Jim Trosper asked about Stone Mountain. I've been to Stone Mountain many times. J Rams has always wondered why you never go to state fairs. I do go to state fairs. They're just hard. You know, it's, scheduling, planning is a challenge. It can be a challenge. And state fairs also, happen at the same time as haunt season, so that's something too. Laser Fazar, thank you for the super chat. It says, in your social services career, did your SWAT team ever escort you? Not the SWAT team. There was one time I went in to a house where there was a domestic violence situation, and the police walked in, and I followed the police because that was the rule that if the police entered the house, you were also allowed to be there. But then I realized the police had their guns out. They had their guns with like flashlights, and they were like looking around corners. And I'm standing there in the living room with my man bag, being like, oh, I think I may have just gotten in over my head. Ed Rosen said you're going to get Manscaped sponsor your videos. I've never been approached by Manscaped. Do I collect Funko Pops? I do not. I have the Zoltar Funko Pop. I think it's the only one I have. Hey, Christy. Miss my face. My face is right here. No Name, thank you for the super chat. It says, trust me, at certain hours in those neighborhoods, you want to run those red lights. Again, thank you for the super chat. I'm not afraid of people. Mark Juntia says, what's your hobbies? Well, this was my hobby. Now it's my job. Now I have no hobbies. Carol's old progress. Have you been to the Georgia? I've been to a long time ago. That was an older video. I went to the Georgia Guidestones. Maybe we're stopping back there, taking a closer look. How many subscribers did I have on my full time? Oh man, I don't remember. I almost think it was around 100,000. I can't remember if it was right before or right after 100,000. I think it was somewhere around that time, but I could be way off. I don't remember, honestly. Am I still married? I sure am. What kind of chips do you like? I don't like chips. Vehicles. J Ram says should have gotten to YouTube when it was easier to break in. I don't know. I don't know what it's like trying to start a YouTube channel these days. I know a lot of people have tried or are trying. It takes patience. It takes time. No, Joe Mama, I'm not. Never been sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. At least I sponsored Boogie. Boogie had a clams with bellies or without. I think the more the clam, the better. Damon in the sales is currently vacationing in Hot Springs, Arkansas. Worst gangster museum. The Gangster Museum in Hot Springs, Arkansas is a little different. It's not really a museum as much as it is a series of videos and speeches. Zigzag says, do you get a lot of criticism on your channel? Not really. There's always going to be people that don't like it, but I don't care anymore. I used to get bent out of shape and people said mean things. Now I'm kind of just used to it. That's just part of YouTube. I mean, if you have a channel with any sort of notoriety, you're going to get negativity and weirdos. Stephanie B says, I'm in the Smoky Mountains right now and I have my hopes up that I run into you. Seems like you're here once a month. It seems like I'm never home. Tossall, thank you for the super testers. Here you go. Have a good week. Logging off. Clients are due for their appointments. We'll take good care of your clients. Panama Red, how are you doing? Thank you for the super chat. Just loved your video ride through Haunted House. Knew you would go back for more. Yes, love the Haunted House in Ocean City, Maryland. Amy Co, thank you for the super chat. Love your channel and thank you for being you. Well, thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Cat says, have you seen the Cardiff Giant? I've seen P.T. Barnum's copy of the Cardiff Giant is supposedly at Marvin's Marvelous Mechanical Museum in Detroit. Guys, well, I'm gonna log off here in just a few minutes. I'm gonna rest my eyes because my eyes hurt. And yeah, so any final thoughts, final questions? SG21 2021 says, do I like to drink? I mean, I like to drink liquid to allow me to live, but not a fan of alcohol except on occasions. Ooh, there goes the yawn. Have you ever considered giving a hitchhiker a ride? Have you ever hitchhiked? I've never hitchhiked. I don't think. I mean, I may have walked alongside the road and someone offered me a ride, but I mean, you gotta be safe. Like I said, random crime doesn't happen that often. But if you pick up someone in your car, you never know. You could be inviting it in. Do I smoke? I don't smoke anything. Do I ever go to medieval fairs? I've been to the North Carolina Renaissance Festival. Sarah Shirley, thanks for all the videos, especially the weird roadside museums. Well, thank you. Oh my god. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the kind words. And there'll be a new video tomorrow morning. Until next time, hashtag Team Balto. This one's in the bag. Did I go to college? Yes, I have a college degree, believe it or not. I went to Western Carolina University. And so thank you, and good night.